We're volunteers. We don't get no pay.
They were the faces of childhood mischief, laughter, and innocence. The world knew them as our gang, but to millions, they were the Little Rascals. A group of kids who could turn ordinary moments into comedy gold. Their charm defined an era of Hollywood's golden age. But behind those smiles and timeless black and white scenes were stories filled with heartbreak, mystery, and early goodbyes. Fame came early, and for most, it faded long before adulthood. Some found peace, others faced tragedy, and a few were lost too soon for the world to understand why. Today, we remember them, the laughter they gave, the lives they lived, and the legacies they left behind. This is the story of how each Little Rascal said goodbye.
Music's playing. Everybody is swaying.
Betsy Gay. Picture it. 1936, Hal Roach Studios. A bright-eyed girl with golden curls and tap shoe steps onto the stage. 6-year-old Betsy Gay joined our gang as a cheerful little performer in The Pinch Singer and Arbor Day. But it was our gang follies of 1938 that made her unforgettable. Raised by musical parents, Betsy carried her love for song far beyond Hollywood. She won back-to-back California yodeling championships, performed alongside Johnny Cash, and became a familiar face on TV. In 2014, she attended the final Little Rascals reunion, smiling as the last living member of the gang. Betsy Gay passed away at 96, leaving behind a melody that never fades.
I don't have no money, and besides, it's too hot in here.
Billy Laughlin, Froggy. If you remember that raspy, frog-like voice, you remember Billy Laughlin. Only 8 when he joined our gang. He brought to life Froggy, the kid who could make anyone laugh with a single word. He wasn't acting a script. He created that deep, croaky voice himself. Between Robot Rex and Fighting Fools, he became a fan favorite. But in 1948, at just 16, tragedy struck. While delivering newspapers on a scooter, Billy was hit by a speeding truck. His friend survived, Billy didn't. Gone too soon, yet his voice still echoes through time. Darla Jean Hood. Sweet, funny, and full of charm, Darla Hood was the heart of the Little Rascals. She joined the gang at 4 and became the lovable girl everyone adored and every boy chased. After the series, Darla kept performing, singing on radio and appearing on the Jack Benny program. Life seemed bright until a hospital visit turned fatal. In 1979, she died suddenly from acute hepatitis, aged 47. But her laughter and songs still dance through old reels. Forever Darla, forever loved. Robert Hutchins, Weezer. At just 5 years old, Robert Weezer Hutchins joined our gang with his round cheeks and natural comic timing. From the silent era into talkies, he appeared in more than 50 short films. But his fame ended early. By 1933, he'd stepped away from acting, later joining the U.S. Army Air Corps. On May 17, 1945, during a training flight, his plane went down. He was 20, a star as a boy, a soldier in the end. Weezer's smile still lives in Hollywood history. Matthew Beard Stymie. With his derby hat and clever grin, Matthew Beard, better known as Stymie, became one of the most beloved faces of our gang. From age 5, his quick wit and street smart stole every scene. But the spotlight faded. Addiction took over, and he vanished from Hollywood. Years later, he fought his way back, appearing in shows like Good Times and The Jeffersons. Just as life began to settle, a stroke ended it. In 1981, Stymie died at 56. His hat remains in memory, a symbol of humor, resilience, and hope.
Don't call me Norman. Call me Chubsy Ubsy.
Norman Chaney, chubby. Round-cheeked and full of charm, Norman Chubby Chaney joined our gang in 1929 after winning a nationwide talent search. His lovable personality made him an instant hit, especially in Love Business, where he and Jackie Cooper competed for Miss Crabtree's affection. Off-screen, Norman struggled with a glandular condition that caused severe weight changes. He left acting, and in 1936, surgery complications took his life. He was just 21. For decades, his grave went unmarked, until fans raised funds in 2012 to honor him properly. Gone young, but remembered always.
I do. But please give me back my letter. I still don't know what you mean.
Carl Switzer, Alfalfa. That cowlick, that off-key singing. Everyone knew Carl Alfalfa Switzer. From 1935 to 1940, he made mischief into magic. His sour notes and bold charm made him a household name. But fame faded fast. As he grew older, Hollywood turned away. He worked odd jobs and trained hunting dogs to get by. In 1959, a petty dispute over a $50 reward for a lost dog ended in violence. Carl was shot and killed at 31. The boy who sang off-key became an unforgettable legend. Scotty Beckett. Scotty Beckett was the clever sidekick to Spanky, always calm amid chaos. His bright smile took him from our gang to Hollywood fame, starring in the Jolson Story and Rocky Jones, Space Ranger. But behind the fame came trouble, addiction, arrests, and broken promises. By 1968, his life had spiraled. After a violent assault, he was found dead in a nursing home. Only 38, his cause uncertain. He made the world laugh as a child, then slipped quietly from it as a man. William Buckwheat Thomas. Wild hair, wide eyes, and endless charm. That was William Buckwheat Thomas, a core member of our gang from 1934 to 1944. His lisp and humor made him unforgettable. After Hollywood, William served in the Army and lived quietly. In 1980, he died of a heart attack at 49. He didn't need fame to be remembered. Buckwheat's laugh still echoes wherever the Little Rascals plays. George Spanky McFarland. The leader of the gang, Spanky McFarland, was the bossy but big-hearted kid who kept everyone together. From 1932 to 1942, he led our gang with perfect comic timing and that famous scowl. After Hollywood, he led a normal life, working regular jobs and hosting a local TV show for kids. In 1993, He died of a heart attack at 64. On screen, though, he never grew up. Forever the clubhouse leader, forever Spanky. Alan Hoskins, Farina. Before most kids ever saw fame, Alan Hoskins was already a star, known to millions as Farina. He joined our gang in 1922, becoming one of the series' earliest and most beloved members. His big eyes and even bigger expressions made him unforgettable during both the silent and early talkie years. When the laughter faded, Alan found new purpose. He served in the U.S. Army during World War II and later worked in hospitals, helping people with mental disabilities. He passed away in 1980 at 59, leaving behind a legacy that broke racial barriers in Hollywood.
Yeah, that's what I think. Sure, I know Sunday's a day of rest.
Eugene Gordon Lee, Porky. Short, round, and full of mischief. That was Eugene Porky Lee. He joined our gang in 1935 and became the pint-sized partner to Spanky's adventures. With his trademark phrase, "Oh Tay," he won the hearts of fans worldwide. After leaving the series in 1939, Eugene stepped away from the spotlight, living a quiet, content life as a teacher and school administrator. He passed away peacefully in 2005 at age 71. For generations, Ote still means a smile, thanks to Porky. Tommy Bond, Butch. Every gang needs a troublemaker, and Tommy Bond gave us Butch, the bully everyone loved to hate. With his sneer and swagger, he kept Alfalfa on his toes through countless episodes in the late 1930s. After our gang, Tommy built a career behind the camera, working in television production. He lived a full life and died in 2005 at 79. Butch may have been the villain on screen, but off screen, Tommy Bond was a professional who helped shape the TV world. Marianne Jackson. With her bobbed hair and quick wit, Marianne Jackson was the tomboy with a heart of gold. She joined our gang in the late 1920s and brought charm and confidence that stood out among the boys. When the series ended, she quietly retired from acting, living an ordinary life far from the cameras. She passed away in 2003 at 80. Her sparkle remains in every mischievous smile that the little Rascals ever showed. Dorothy DeBorba. Known for her curls and contagious giggle, Dorothy DeBorba became one of the cutest faces in our gang. Appearing in classics like Love Business and Shiver My Timbers, she balanced innocence with humor in every frame. After leaving the series in 1933, Dorothy returned to a normal life, later working as a secretary. She passed away in 2010 at 85. Remembered as the girl whose laughter made the black and white world feel alive. Jackie Cooper. A natural actor with striking emotion, Jackie Cooper grew from a rascal into one of Hollywood's first child superstars. His role in our gang paved the way for an Oscar-nominated turn in Skippy, 1931. Jackie successfully transitioned into adult acting, appearing in Superman as Perry White decades later. He died in 2011 at 88 after a lifetime of screen success that few child stars ever achieve. Robert Blake. Before he became a household name, Robert Blake was the tiny tough guy in our gang. His fiery attitude and sharp delivery made him stand out in the later episodes. As an adult, he starred in Cold Blood and the series Beretta, earning fame, but facing deep controversy later in life. Robert Blake passed away in 2023 at 89. From Rascal to Hollywood veteran, his career was as complex as it was long. Jean Darling. With her golden curls and angelic smile, Jean Darling was one of our gang's brightest stars during the late silent and early sound years. She later built a career in radio, Broadway, and writing. Jean Darling lived a long, creative life and passed away peacefully in 2015 at 93. She remained proud of her Rascal roots until the end, one of the last links to an era that shaped film history. They made us laugh, they made us dream, and for a moment in time, they made childhood feel endless. The Little Rascals weren't just actors. They were a symbol of innocence, friendship, and the joy of growing up. Behind the laughter were stories of struggle, courage, and loss. Some lived long, others left too soon, but each left a mark that still shines. With the passing of Betsy Gay, the last of the gang, an unforgettable era comes to a close. Their world was black and white, but their memories will always live in color. The clubhouse may be empty, but their laughter never fades.
Music play.